It's the second coming they won't televise, with checkpoints, drones, and tear gas skies. He'd love to have peace, wishes peace was at hand. But if you have peace, you can't steal the land. You're now watching the Palestinian Jesus Show. And here's PJ.
We start the show today with PJ and his thoughts about those who reach conclusions without all of the facts. I'm not sure what book of the Bible this may be from, but you can look it up. If it's not in there, it should have been.
A few years ago, I was at the local JCC working out with my people when all hell broke loose. I was wearing my workout clothes, so no one recognized me. First, an alarm goes off, and a gentleman walks briskly through the gym saying, "There's been a bomb threat. We need to exit quickly." Panicked, but only halfway through my workout, I asked, "Can I take a chance and stay to finish my workout?" As if someone could hurt me. It then occurred to me that days before, some nut had shot a bunch of people at a synagogue. Several people were killed. I decided to make an orderly exit. On the way home, still disturbed about not getting my workout in, I fantasized about kicking the ass of the Nazi likely responsible for this outrage. Father, forgive me. A few weeks later, I heard on local news that the culprit had been found. He lived in Israel. He was not a Nazi. He was Israeli. I guess sometimes it's not wise to reach conclusions without all the facts. I will not be traveling to Israel to kick ass anytime soon, though. I've been told that if the authorities inspect my phone and review my social media accounts, it's likely I'd be run over by a bulldozer. That sounds worse than being hung on a cross. So this should be a lesson
PJ,
to us all.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm still new at this. Next up today is the glorious Queen of Sheba, and today she will be doing a long overdue review of the fictional movie, Screams Before Silence, produced by Cheryl Sandberg. Excuse me, I guess that's Sandberg. Here's our queen.
Hello, I'm the Queen of Sheba. And yes, I'm a proud Palestinian. I'm glad to be back in time and space, and back in Palestine. Even if it is a bombed-out mess, it's our mess. As you may know already, I'm doing movie reviews for the Palestinian Jesus Show. And today's cinematic tragedy is Screams Before Silence, produced by Cheryl Sandberg and friends. They call it a documentary. I call it propaganda. Apparently, after October 7th, Miss Sandberg had a spiritual awakening and became a full-on Zionist. Mazel tov, Cheryl. Must have taken a lot of hatred and love of your genetic materials, whatever they may be, to get there. But let's rewind the clock, shall we? When I heard about October 7th, I thought of Deir Yassin, a Palestinian village where Jewish militias raped and murdered over 90 civilians in 1948. Women, babies, burned, butchered, erased. It happened again and again that year until Palestinians fled to Gaza and were never allowed to return. That's what we call the Nakba, which, by the way, is illegal to even mention in Israel. That's what you've signed up for, Miss Sandberg. Now back to the film. We meet hero Rami Davidson, who claims he saved, what is it now, 100 people at the Nova Festival? No, wait, he said 700 originally. Guess someone told him to tone it down. But the real Oscar-worthy moment? His story about 30 women tied to trees, naked, with boards and metal rods shoved into them. He says he pushed their legs together so no one else would see. That's the story. But here's what they didn't tell you. Every single body from that day, including naked or partially burned ones, was sent to Shura military base for forensic examination. The pathologists found no signs of rape. None. This was reported in the Israeli press, and yet Sandberg's film acts like it's gospel truth. No evidence, no charges, no victims have come forward. Even the UN says there's no tangible proof of mass sexual violence. So, Cheryl, if those women really had metal rods jammed into them, I'm surprised you and your cameraman didn't trip over the leftovers during your interview. She did find one woman who claimed sexual abuse while in captivity. No rape, just abuse. Not clear what that means. Oral sex? Insults? Still unclear. Meanwhile, back at Kibbutz Be'eri, Colonel Golan Vach claimed 8 babies were executed by Hamas and burned. But an Israeli survivor says actually Hamas tried to negotiate a prisoner swap until Israeli tanks opened fire on the house, killing the hostages. Yes, Israel killed its own civilians. It's called the Hannibal directive. Shoot to kill before anyone gets taken alive. That day it applied to civilians too. At the Novarev, Israeli helicopters fired 70 Hellfire missiles and thousands of rounds at their own fleeing citizens and Hamas fighters. No ability to distinguish between them. Dozens of vehicles hit. Charred bodies everywhere. That might explain the burns and mutilations the film keeps talking about, but blames entirely on Hamas. So let's call this what it is. Atrocity porn designed to cover genocide. Lurid lies, emotional manipulation, and zero accountability. Cheryl, your film doesn't expose horror, it manufactures it. And you're using that fiction to justify war crimes. Your last book was Lean In. Your next one? Maybe try Bend Over for BB.
Dominate. For peace, one drink dares to dominate. Cyanide, the official beverage of precision hydration. Now with 25% more plausible deniability, fortified with Iron Dome electrolytes and Western media spin. Cyanide tastes like freedom, smells like smoke. Side effects may include forced displacement, fatigue and international condemnation. Not available in Gaza. International.
And now a really special treat. The Palestinian Jesus Show's next big hit, Hard Cider on the Moon, delivered today for you by PJ himself. Enjoy, everyone.
In the cider on the moon, hot but warm and true. If you ever reach the heavens, drink a cider for me too. Yeah. Hot cider on the moon. Hot cider on the moon. Hot cider on the moon. Hot cider on the moon.
And I'll be playing Sergeant Schwartz on the new comedy series Goober Pile III, IDF. In the series, after Sunday school, Goober suffers a fit of Christian Zionism and joins the IDF, becoming a lone soldier. I'll be riding Goober hard, I can assure you. Come join the fun as Goober, me and his other new friends ethnically cleanse the rest of Palestine, only on the Palestinian Jesus Show, Mondays at 9.
Next up is our own Solomon, now appearing at the Comedy Club. Tonight his routine will be focused on a threatened minority group. Zionist billionaires. And don't forget to leave your thoughts and fears about these persecuted people below. Solomon.
And now, from the Palestinian Jesus Show, here's Solomon!
Well, hello everyone. I'm Solomon, and am here at the Comedy Club tonight to kill two birds with the same stone. And, of course, I mean that quite figuratively. Don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. My act tonight is not only a comedy routine, but also kind of a public service announcement. Are there any Zionist billionaires in the audience tonight? Cheryl, are you here? Okay, well, that's disappointing. She must still be in hiding. A question for you all. How many of you have hugged a Zionist billionaire lately? What, no one? No wonder they're all so paranoid. This is a minority I've been concerned about lately. Now, Cheryl Sandberg, the new Zionist Oprah with a Netflix budget, made a documentary. Some say it's fictional, others say it's Hasbara with better lighting. Anyway, she recently asked a friend, if it all goes bad, would you hide me? I think someone needs to remind Cheryl. We didn't have the Holocaust here, we just got the museum. Now, if you were an Indian or a runaway slave, this would have been a good question. But oddly, these guys didn't get a museum. Anyway, the next time any of you run into Cheryl, don't forget to give her a little hug and tell her she'll be just fine, okay? Now, I've also been concerned about Bill Ackman, the billionaire hedge fund manager who recently expressed concern about pogroms in Amsterdam. Now, this was a big story in the news, and I'm not sure how they got it so wrong, but those soccer fans chanting death to Arabs in schools out in Gaza, all the children are dead, weren't anti-Semites. They were Israeli football fans. So, was there a pogrom in Amsterdam? Bro, the only violent thing happening in Amsterdam is tourists getting hit by bicycles. The pogrom that your BB was talking about was someone spray painting Free Palestine on a cafe window. That's not a pogrom, that's a Tuesday. But let's all do our best to make our endangered minority of Zionist billionaires feel better, okay? If any of you can get through their security, give them a little hug. Thanks all for coming tonight and have a lovely evening. Oh, and Free Palestine.
That's the show for this week, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us spread the word. Also, don't forget to take part in the Palestinian Jesus Show's musical revolution. You can find Hard Cider on the Moon and many other great PJS tunes simply by searching for the Palestinian Jesus Show on Spotify, YouTube, and almost everywhere else music is streamed or sold these days. There's a little something for everyone. Have a wonderful day.